Here's a sobering statistic for you at 11:07. About 1 in every 5 deaths in the United States is caused by cigarette smoking each year. Kills nearly 500,000 people, but there is an upside. You don't have to be part of that statistic. Joining us with tips on how to successfully quit smoking, we have Sara Moriarty from the Hampton County Candara Center. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And there is a little bit of exciting news. Studies have shown recently that adult smoking is on the decline, which is good.
You're right.
Which is bad is that youth smoking and use of other tobacco products is on the rise.
Correct. We're seeing a spike in use of new emerging products like cigarillos, snus, things like that that are usually very cheap and attractive to youth, and they're kind of getting their hands on those things, which eventually they'll kind of graduate to a smoking habit.
And that's what we want to nip in the bud right now. So we have tips to help you quit smoking, whether you're 12 or 120 the first. and this is intriguing. You should talk to your doctor about your plan to quit, but also talk to your insurance company.
Yeah, I think that's really important. People don't always know that they can call their insurance company and see what they offer in way of cessation benefits. So they might give you a low cost or no cost prescription for a quit smoking medication. They might have some cessation counseling services you're not aware of. So I always tell people that's one of the first steps, is to call that little 800 number on the back of the card.
And we've been talking all new year about the best way to start resolutions. We just talked about it when we were talking about some vegan cooking. What you need to do is you need to pick a start date. You don't just want to do it cold turkey, or you don't just want to wake up and say, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, absolutely. You need to be prepared. It's such a big part of people's lives who have been smoking for many, many years. You have to prepare yourself or you're not going to be successful. So actually picking a day, putting it on the calendar, and kind of reminding yourself of that every day is a good start.
Well, let's just say, for example, someone says, okay, February 1st, that's the day, I'm done. What you need to start doing is figuring out certain things, like, for example, your triggers.
Right. You need to prepare yourself, knowing when you smoke and how to kind of fill that with something else. Like if you smoke when you drive in the car, what else are you going to do in the car to kind of take that away? You have to really distract yourself and figure out different ways to live your life, because it is such a part of people's lives.
And it's a habit, but it's also habitual in the same sense, that people associate it, that morning cup of coffee or when you're going to bed. So that's what needs to be both realized and then broken.
Exactly, and that's the toughest part for people, again, because they've made it such a part of their daily life. Like your morning coffee, it's the morning cigarette. So people really have to find a healthier alternative and something to replace that with. You can't just wake up and say, I'm going to quit smoking today, I'm done, and I'm going to be successful. You really have to have plans in place for how you're going to go about your entire day.
As with a lot of resolutions, because it's us trying to be our best, there's always going to be setbacks. What happens when we have setbacks?
I mean, I think setbacks are to be expected with something like this. It's a huge lifestyle change. What I tell people is don't get discouraged. If you have a setback, that's okay. Just get up, pick another day, and start fresh.
Now, Sara, there's people out there who are saying, okay, you know what, 2015, I've been saying it for a decade, I'm going to do it. Here's the problem. They're going to have those cravings. So what we have now is another list to help people get through the cravings, and it's the 4 Ds. The first one is delay.
Right. Delay your need to smoke. Say, okay, you have this really tough craving, work through that and say, what can I do? Even if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just try to make a longer stretch of time between those cigarettes and really be conscious that it's a craving and you will get through it.
That's the thing. It's mind over matter. We can do this. Next one, drink water.
Drink water. Water, I mean, that seems to be the cure for everything nowadays. Have a glass of water. But it does help. You're using your mouth. You're filling up your belly. It does help.
And distract yourself is important, too.
Again, it kind of goes along with that delay one. Distract yourself and really kind of think of something else. Take 5 minutes, go outside, get some fresh air, just do something else to kind of take your mind off it.
Deep breathing always works too.
Deep breathing, right? With the water. Have some water, take a breath, and you're good.
These are great resolutions all year long. I think we should all practice deep breathing. We should all drink some more water regardless if we smoke or not.
I agree.
People are going to need additional help too, because you and I right now, we can't save the world, but there are a bunch of resources people can hit upon. What are those?
Right. I mean, there are several websites and online resources for people. Talking to your primary care physician is extremely important, getting them involved in the process. There's medications, there's group counseling, there's online counseling, there's all sorts of things that people can really kind of tap into.
And there's so many people who have gone through it before, so people, if they're watching right now at home, they can do it too. You're not alone.
You can do it. You are not alone.
Great.
This is your year.
Thank you so much, Sara. I appreciate it. Yeah, 2015, that's the year we all I'll kick that habit. We're going to have a complete list, by the way, of resources that you can use to help you kick this habit on our website later today. And for that matter, we're going to have so many ways that you can help keep up your resolutions in 2015.